Hey, ladies and gentlemen. I keep saying hey, ladies, as if there's absolutely no guys that are watching this, but thank you. Thank you for joining us. We are going to dive right into it. I hope that you have enjoyed the sessions thus far. Like I said earlier, this is all about, taking care of your mind, your body, and your soul when it comes to you as a woman and building your business, and really not only inspiring you, but giving you those tools that you can utilize and use today to be a better version of you for your business and take your business to the next level. Hopefully, you are taking plenty of notes and sharing on social media. You'll see there at the bottom of the screen the hashtag. So please make sure that if you are posting on social, definitely use that hashtag so we can find it and reshare it and tell the world that you were here. If you have any questions during this session, make sure and utilize the comment box and ask your questions, because we will try to answer as many of those as we can. So I'm not going to prolong this any longer. Let's get to it. Welcome to InspireU Fest. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Of course. I mean, if we're going to talk about marketing to your dream client, from one marketing sister to another, you were the first person who I thought about. And I was like, she has to be a part of this event. So tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Absolutely. So my name is Chanelle Yarber. I am the Chief Marketing Maven at BrightGirl Media, which is a digital marketing agency that particularly works with Black women entrepreneurs, or women entrepreneurs, I'll say that. But I work with quite a few Black women entrepreneurs on their social media strategy, marketing, total overall marketing strategy, web development, and a number of other things that I do. So that's who I am, and that's who I serve.
Love it. So BrightGirl Media, so for those who are like, okay, social media marketing, is it all the same thing? What does it mean when you say that you offer marketing services? Give them a little bit more information.
Sure. So I have a number of level of service that I offer people. At the highest level of service, it is the done for you, which I come in as your marketing agency and I lay out your strategy for social media and then I implement it. That means I have graphic designers and video producers on staff that work with me, and we put together all your content, we schedule it out, we map out your promotions and everything, and we just do it for you. So we're pretty much like your outsourced marketing department that helps you be able to focus on the things in your business that you're best at and that you're passionate about, because everybody does not like social media, and everybody's not good at social media. And so that's one level of service. And then also I do coach. So that's the more done with you, where we have more of an exchange back and forth. And I'm kind of guiding and leading you along the way so that you can have your hands kind of getting dirty in the pot a little bit, and do some implementation on your own and understand and learn how to implement on your own. So, yeah.
Love it. Love it. So tell everyone who's watching, when you say marketing to your dream client, like, what does that mean? Like we're posting on Instagram every day, and that's marketing to our dream client, right?
Not necessarily.
That was one of those like how to answer, but
Yeah, no. So marketing to your dream client really starts with you figuring out who you want to serve and who you enjoy working with, right? Like, we leave these jobs in corporate America because we find some tension, or it's like, I don't want to do this anymore, or I don't want to work with these type of people anymore. It's some kind of reason. So why would you want to get into a business and then do the same thing and work with people that you don't enjoy working with, and it's a grind every day, instead of you being able to walk out your purpose and fully enjoy what you're doing and serve at your highest? So marketing to your dream client or your ideal client is really figuring out who has the money to pay you. Okay, because sometimes we're marketing down.
Wait,
I don't want to say marketing down.
Say that again. Like, who
People
has the money
pay
to
you.
pay you?
People who can afford to pay you, right? Because sometimes we get into business and then we want to serve one group of people, they can't quite afford us, and then we start, nickel and diming ourselves out of a business. And so that's not smart. That's not business savvy. So, figuring out the people that can afford to work with you, figuring out the people that you can serve at your highest. Is there a specific niche or industry that you work well with, or a specific type of person, or maybe it's something near and dear to your heart that you're really passionate about and you want to serve through, the service or the business that you provide. And then, just being able to use that as a model and figure out how to communicate to that specific person. You don't need to talk to the whole wide world, right? Like Walmart isn't talking to the whole wide world. McDonald's isn't talking to the whole wide world. And these are multi-billion-dollar, worldwide industries, or corporations, but they're not talking to every single person, right? And so it's just really narrowing it in, focusing, and being able to serve at your highest and charge a premium. So that's really what marketing to your dream client is.
So you've been in the game long enough that you've been able to determine like who is your dream client and how much you should charge so that you can attract those type of people. Was there a process where you started out like maybe working with people that weren't your ideal, or maybe they helped you realize, okay, that's not my ideal client, but this person is? And when was the shift? When were you like, okay, this is who I want to attract, this is my price point, and I'm not backing down from that?
I love this line of questioning, because the truth of the matter is I have two sides of the coin. Okay. I've always kind of known who I wanted to work with, just because of who I'm passionate about. And that's who I told you I work with, is Black women entrepreneurs. But that's kind of broad, right? That's kind of like, it could be anybody from somebody that owns a salon or a nail, boutique, to some, a Black woman who owns a construction company. So that's kind of like runs the gamut. It's all over the place. And in the beginning, I did not have the community that I have, and I didn't have the reach that I have to fully tap in and build those relationships with those Black women entrepreneurs. So I was just trying to get money. I mean, we got to pay the bills, right? So it was like, let me see who bites. And I was going after all different types of people, and they were wearing me out. Like, it was just like, I cannot believe I worked myself into another job. I worked myself into another, feeling like I'm clocking in 9 to 5 to, because people were demanding of my time. They wanted this, it was just craziness. And I'm like, it's not working for me. And so this is like the third time I've told the story this week, but it's good. So earlier, maybe last week, maybe about this time last week, the weekend, I was sitting here and I pulled out a journal that I had written in from 2013. And in the journal, I had written plain as day that I wanted to work with Black women entrepreneurs. I wanted to shift the narrative about us. I wanted to empower us in entrepreneurship. I had this whole manifesto that I wrote, right? Like 1 year into business, because I started my business in 2012. And going back to that really just sparked something in me. Like, Chanelle, you've had it all along. Like, here you are chasing whatever, money, chasing clients, chasing this, chasing that. And I spent a lot of time in my business doing stuff that I could have avoided, like, and hitting a lot of road bumps. And so that's why I really try to start, like, that's day one with my clients. When I onboard them, is figuring out, like, who do you really want to work with? Who do you want to serve? Who do you really light up when they come in the room? Because I spent a lot of time doing that. And so, to be perfectly honest, I was not confident in my niche and like speaking it out and standing on it and saying, this is who I serve, probably until about 2 years ago. Even though, like, in 2013, that's just being honest. Because in my mind, and we're gonna be honest here, all right? Like, let's just pull the veil back. The truth of the matter is, I almost had an imposter syndrome thing going on, because I was like, who am I to be helping you? Who am I? Like, I know how to go to work 9 to 5. I know how to like serve a corporate client. I know how to do that. I know, like we come out of college doing that, right? Like you get a job, you know how this works. You know how to navigate that system. But really being authentic and connecting with my sisters, that required another level of me. And so it just took me a while to kind of tap into that and say, you know what? Like, I'm not about to keep stressing myself out. I'm not about to keep doing this foolishness. I'm going full steam ahead into who I want to work with. And absolutely, yes, you can market to your dream client and you'll still get some overflow from other people because they'll see your brilliance, right? They'll see you shining and they'll be like, oh, I want to be that too. Black girl magic attracts. So, it just does, right? So I find that a lot of times, just like me, which is why I think I can help people through this, people are afraid to niche down and find that like I really want to work with this type of person, because they think that they're leaving something on the table. I thought I was leaving something on the table, but I didn't start making real money until I just said, bump it. This is who I am, and this is who I serve, and this is what I love. And I'm going to speak the language. I'm going to be all me, and not water myself down and, be out here trying to code switch and all this other stuff just so that I can fit in rooms that might not even welcome me in the first place. Like, right. So, just being real, being authentic, and knowing yourself can take you to another level too, in your marketing and in your communication and all that.
So true. So a lot of times you'll hear people, even us as marketers, we tell our clients, build your avatar, figure out who your ideal client is on paper. But maybe you don't even know where to start with like step one with doing that. I know we said like take a step deeper and look and see like what makes me excited to come to work and do this business every day, right? Like who is it that I really want to work with? You wrote down and you knew that you wanted to work with women entrepreneurs, but when we talk about like marketing to your dream client and really getting to the basis of like, okay, I know my ideal client for InspireU Fest is a woman between the ages of 25 to 35. She's 0 to 5 years of building her business. Or maybe secondary audience, she has been in the game for a while, but she is truly needing that foundation, right? Like if she has been in the game for a while, maybe she started that business and she didn't have the foundation of her business built. Or, you're that woman that this is an idea and you are truly trying to put those puzzle pieces together. This is the space for you. So I know that. But for those who are watching, who they are at ground zero, they're a stylist and they're like, okay, I know that I want to market to celebrities for my styling services. That's my ideal client, but I got to get there somehow. I'm not going to just book a celebrity day one. You might, but maybe you won't. How do you really figure out on paper who that ideal client is? And then take it a step further, how do you go after that client?
Those are really good questions. So, two things you can do to figure out your ideal client. And I actually have a workbook that I have, and I work through it with people to really help them to think, because sometimes we're not if you don't have like a roadmap in front of you, you don't know where to go. Okay.
Right.
If you don't have GPS, you can't get from where I am here in Texas to Indiana, where I'm from. Right. So you need a roadmap. So one, you may need to get a roadmap so that you can really be intentional and thoughtful about what you're writing down and who you want to serve. And so that you have somebody kind of speak back to you and ask you the questions that you may not know to ask, because we don't know what we don't know. So that's one. And sometimes you can reverse engineer that thing, right? You can think about, okay, you know what? Last month I served 10 people. What did all those 10 people have in common? Where did all those 10 people come from? What did all those 10 people say? Did they all say something alike about me? And just kind of figure those things out. Because I started noticing in my business that even though, like I told you, it took me to probably about 2018 for me to just say this is who I was marketing to. The whole time that was who was paying me anyway. It was like, duh.
Isn't it funny how it works?
Like, duh. Yeah. You don't want to say it, but like everybody that's writing a check to you is a Black woman. Girl, just say that's who you serve. Like, it's just that simple. So, that reverse engineering and figuring out who it is, where they're coming from, what is alike. Are they all service providers, or are they all, do they have products or whatever? Are they speakers? Are they athletes? Are they whatever? 9 times out of 10, you'll find that there's some similarities. And then you asked another question. You asked one about how to figure it out if you don't know. And then you said,
let's take them through as we're wrapping up. What's step 2? Like, okay, we determined who our dream client is. Now, what do we do with this information?
Sure. So the second thing really is understanding how to speak their language. Okay. Understanding what moves them, what drives them, what are their pain points, what is the problem that you're solving that nobody else can solve? Why should they pay you a premium instead of paying me or you, Sabeina? Why should this person come to you? What is it that's unique about you that can connect and speak to them? And that's how you form your language. That's how you form your promotions and the things that you're saying on social, on your website, and everywhere else. So
right.
Of course, you need to know who you're talking to, because communication is a two-way street. It's more about what they receive than it is what you're even saying. So you kind of got to get into the brain of the person that you're trying to serve and, be able to speak their language.
I love it. Well, this was great. I mean, I even learned being in marketing. You always just continue to learn. And it's so nice to be able to hear from someone else's perspective. And I learned so much from today. Tell the ladies who are watching, like, how can they stay connected with you? Do you have any tools, resources, anything that they can start using as soon as this session is over?
Absolutely. So you can find me anywhere on social media at BrightGirl Media. BrightGirl is always one word, BRIGHT. So you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. My YouTube channel is relaunching, so find me there. Go subscribe. Twitter. I'm all over the place. LinkedIn, wherever you want to find me, I'm there. And yes, I'm all over. I'm all over the place. And then if you have want to find some resources, you can find them on my website at brightgirl.media. I have a couple ebooks and courses and things that you can download, and you can brush up and learn how to find your ideal client. That is the Tribe Guide. You can learn, tips, tricks, and insider things about social media and how to market on social media. And then also how to build a solid brand from the ground up. So I have 3 ebooks on my website that you can go grab.
Well, y'all better go over and get those resources and get the information. Thank you so much for sharing with us today about how to market to our dream client. I really enjoyed talking to you. And ladies, hit that follow button and stay connected, because she is here to serve all the Black women entrepreneurs and help you with marketing and finding your dream client.
Yes. Thank you again for having me, Sabeina. This is great.
Of course. Well, you enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully you'll be able to tune in to the rest of our speakers and tune into our pitch contest that we have at 3:00. Somebody is going to win $1,500 today.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I will see you later. Thank you so much.
See you later.
Bye.